welcome to This Week of Shrouded, episode 13, I think, if everyone, I'm not sure. I'd like to welcome all the guests, Mr. Rec, Mr. Good Saint, and we have a new guest today. Looks like a Titan, which is unfortunate, but 4x4 strings. Great member of the community. Decided to join us today in the absence of Captain Gatto.
So terrible decision was this?
Hopefully, I asked you and you said it was fine.
That's true. I did.
Hopefully there's some good insights that come from that. So today, basically, we're going to be going over the Destiny 2 update 7050, the TWAB from the 20th, and we're going to go over... there was probably some other stuff. I think I was going to shit on Salt this stream. A little bit.
So a typical stream then, okay.
A little bit of salt towards Mr. Tassie, and then some salt towards Bungie itself. I know I'm usually the Bungie eggplant sucker, but like I was mad today, and I let him.
I can definitely chime in on that front as well.
I let him have it today. Anyway, we're going to talk about the update first and what's actually in it, and then we can talk about the fact that it broke everything in the game completely and utterly. I'm just kidding. It didn't break everything, but it broke a bunch of stuff. They forgot a bunch of updates. Mm-hmm. They shadow changed some things. A bunch of stuff. So it was fun. It was fun. All right. So update. Here, I'm going to pull this over onto my screen so I'm not looking sideways. And I'm kind of looking at the camera when I'm reading because I'm pretty bad at that. So we're going to go through the update just like piece by piece like we typically do, talk about anything that seems important, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing, seasonal battlegrounds, fix some issue that's not important. Fix an issue where consecrated essence could appear duplicated. I don't even know what that is. What is consecrated essence? Anyone have any idea?
No. Probably from one of the older ones, I would assume, because it's not from the current one.
It's from the current one.
It is? That shows I don't play that much.
I think it's the stuff that drops from the guys you have to kill in order to slam the ball.
You need to pick up?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think.
Okay, that's possible.
I don't know. I never really pay attention to what the things are called in the battlegrounds. Right. I just do the battleground. You know what I mean?
Mm. You grab the ball, you throw it at the boss. End of story.
Perfect. Okay, so that's it. Seasonal battlegrounds. Crucible is next. They dropped the new rotator in CBMM, which is connection-based matchmaking, which includes Clash Zone Control and Rift, and then the existing 6v6 party rotators now Mayhem, Momentum Control, and Scorch. Which I think that second part, I'm going to ask you in a minute, Rect, if you've tried the CBMM, but I love that. The existing one they put in those game modes because they really don't. I don't think those specific game modes really focus as much on skill. Maybe momentum control, but not Scorched to Mayhem. They're just It's just stupid fun.
Yeah.
So they're good choices for that playlist. Was my point, in my opinion. Anyway, CBMM, is it any good?
I've only played one game of PvP this week. So.
Say, Rect is our typical Crucible guru, and I go to him for that type of stuff. I haven't touched the CBMM playlist. The only thing I saw anything about it so far this week was somebody tweeted about it being completely empty.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too, yep.
I have no facts, or I did no fact checking on that. I just saw the tweet and I kind of chuckled, and I'm like, "That's hilarious!" All the people that wanted connection-based matchmaking, which are probably all the higher tier players, now there's not enough to populate that rotator enough because all the medium to lower end players are still playing in the skill-based matchmaking pool. So I chuckled. Anyway, I don't know how accurate it is. We'll see.
I mean, it could be because of the game modes. I don't personally find Clash to be particularly compelling as a game mode. Zone control makes you stay on the zones, which again is not particularly compelling. It's not like Control where you capture the zone and then go slay out. It's capture the zone and stay there. And nobody likes Rift. If somebody likes Rift, I'd say they're a liar.
I like Rift.
No, you don't.
I do. I actually do. I like Rift because I feel like I'm good at it. I understand the concept. Obviously, everyone understands the concept, but I understand how to win that game better than I feel like better than a lot because I do really well when I play it specifically. So maybe that's why I like it. Obviously, I'm good at it. I win the games. And I was gonna say, I feel like Rift is one of the game modes that somebody, if you have a higher skill in the Crucible, could really take control of that game mode completely. Because it takes a thought process, whereas opposed to zone control. I mean, I guess zone control's got a little bit of a thought process, make sure you're going to the right place at the right time. But it's shooting. It's just shooting and killing.
Part of the problem might be the changes they made to Rift this week. Because they've made changes to how if you can dunk the Rift while you're in the middle of an ability, but how it actually translates is it's based on how fast you're moving.
Yeah.
So if you
Over
shoulder
15
charge
meters
in,
per second.
if you shoulder charge in, you can't slam. If you swing in, you can't slam, right? Because they don't want those movement abilities to counter it, and that really, I don't know. It takes some of the fun out of that last part of Rift. It gives you less opportunity to pull off some sick moves in order to get the ball in the hole. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here is my take on that. You could never grapple into the thing because you drop the thing when you grapple. So, they fixed that, which I think is super cool. You can now grapple while holding the spark. Awesome. You cannot drop it in the thing while holding the spark, or while holding the
Grapple.
or
Yeah.
while grappling.
Swinging. Yeah.
Totally not unreasonable in my opinion. Hunters have the ability to they have a what's the word I'm looking for? Advantage when it comes to that because we have two grapples.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's kind of the same on the movement abilities. Where there's no like you just mentioned shoulder charge. Like other than grapple now, we Hunters never had a movement ability like that. So you had shoulder charge, and then I mean, what else does Warlock have? Anything that does
Icarus Dash.
I was thinking Icarus Dash, but is it really the? I
Yeah.
don't feel like that goes nearly as far.
It's not about the distance it travels. It's about being able to change your direction instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and without losing any velocity. Like when you shoulder charge your Icarus Dash and you don't do it in the direction you're facing, you immediately stop forward momentum and go full speed the direction that you just told the ability to go, which allows you to juke people.
Okay, all right. Well, I thought there was a disadvantage with those abilities before. Obviously, being a hunter main, I'm going to notice those things. Because I always get frustrated when going against either Titans or Warlocks in the Crucible for various different reasons. Mainly Titans because of their stupid fucking pussy-ass bitch shield.
Never even use it.
They put it up whenever
I
they're
never.
low.
I forget about it half the time.
I need to shoot them with one more bullet, and then all of a sudden they drop their stupid fucking shield down because they're on void, and they've got 1 billion health, and they're beside in front of a giant wall. Oh, it's so frustrating. I wish I could just walk through it.
I mean, you can. You just
No, you
take
can't.
it.
Try
You'll
it.
die
You can.
every time.
No,
Yeah, I know you can, but the
close to
second I
death.
walk through it, as long as they melee at the right time, like my gun barrel's still not on the other side of that shield, but I'm taking damage from it, and it can just melee you, and you're dead instantly. You have to be going up against the most redacted Titan in the world to die, or for him to die behind a shield.
You're talking about me, aren't you?
I mean,
The point is, it's overpowered. I should be able to shoot through the shield.
Well, they
Like-
did nerf the shield health when Lightfall dropped. So
you use an energy weapon. Yeah, you use an energy weapon, you get or a hockey weapon.
An energy weapon?
Yeah, energy weapons take the health down more, and then so do hockey
Oh,
weapon
okay.
with breach armaments as well.
I don't want to be told what to use when I'm in Crucible. I want to use whatever I want. Anyway, defeats the purpose. I hate that fucking thing, that glide where the warlocks like glide across the sky.
Oh, he
like,
rises.
and picking you off with a fucking sniper rifle, like
Yeah,
they're
he
standing
rises.
on the ground. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know. Triggering and the healing rift, that pisses me off. Like I don't have any of that stuff.
So
Man.
basically, if you could have it your way, you would just go against hunters in PvP.
Oh my god, that would be so nice.
And boring.
Yeah, but balanced.
Everybody's invisible, hiding in a corner with a shotgun.
Becomes camping destiny.
Okay, you're playing against low end hunters. If every single one of them's running void and they're sitting in the corner. Shotgun. That's not how I play Crucible.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe that's why I'm bad. One sec. My earbuds are making weird noises again.
You gotta mute the other tab that you have open.
The porn?
Yeah.
No. Oh, we're good. Okay. We're gonna move on. Try to keep this on track. It's impossible. I added a metric showing off Cruise competitive rank, or division rank. I haven't seen that, so... Oh, wait, yes I did. It's in the destination screen, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. That was... I mean, it's just a visual thing, but... It helped me realize. I actually went through my 7 games of comp this week. And they put me in like high gold. And I was like, oh, I'll take it. I barely did anything last season. I don't think I made it to gold. I might have. I can't remember. Either way, when I saw it, I didn't even win that many games, but because I played some of them on my Xbox, and I was just getting smashed. I can't play my Xbox anymore. I was so good on Xbox like 2 years ago. I just can't do it anymore. I don't know. So then I came down my computer and I played like 3 more, and I won 3 in a row, and then it was over. And then yeah, high gold. I was like, okay, I'll take that. How high is platinum? Is it after gold, or is there another? Anyone know?
I would think. I mean,
If we're playing League of Legends, then platinum.
just going by how medals go, I would assume it'd be.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. It is untested, which is where I'm at this season so far. Copper, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, adept, ascendant.
Copper, bronze, silver, gold. Wait, say that again. Copper, bronze, silver, gold.
Platinum, adept, and then
Okay.
ascendant.
So if I get out of gold, I can legitimately get my Crucible seal because it got reset.
Yeah.
Because I got it due to the glitch at the beginning of the season. Anyway, so all right, that shouldn't be that hard. It's only one level. I can do
I
it.
mean, especially if you use the bug that's going on right now.
Oh, what bug?
So when they pushed the patch on Tuesday, they
Yeah.
did something to competitive playlists where people were getting counted as leaving a match early, even if they didn't leave the match early. Like people would do their commendations, and then the match would end, and then they'd get an "Oops, you left the match early," and people were actually getting suspended.
Oh, that's
after
what
all
everyone's complaining about. Okay, yeah, I saw.
So their temporary fix was to remove quitter penalties from everything, including comp. So what happens is if the moment a team loses a round, they just leave. So they won't lose any rank.
That is amazing.
They won't lose any rank.
Yeah, nice. All right. I better do that before Tuesday then, because that's gonna get. Oh, should I say even Tuesday? No, in Bungie they won't patch something that's negatively affecting the player base for 6 months.
You know, this allows more people to get the Ascendant emblem, so they'll probably
Oh
leave it in
shit!
there
So
for a
maybe they
while.
will patch it tonight. Okay, all right. That's a tricky one because it's messing with people that are good at the game, but it's helping the people that are shit at the game. Okay. Oh, I don't know what way they're gonna go. They're gonna have to flip a coin, and just be like, "Do we fix this now, or do we fix it during deep?"
You went? Are you still salty about the shards?
I'm so fucking salty about this.
I have the tweet up. It's due to an issue. We have disabled the ability to reacquire 2022 Guardian Games class items from collections. And
Gonna trigger him.
Why don't you pull
I
up the
mean-
tweet that's immediately under that by Shrouded Gaming that has almost 1,000 likes?
Luckily, I managed to farm about 10,000 shards before they turned it off.
Nice. I'm still riding on my from the last AFK farm. What is it? 2 seasons ago.
Something like that, yeah.
I managed to farm like 150 something thousand. So I still have like 55.
I have 54,000 and I've never farmed once.
Wow.
Jesus. Yeah, so since you mentioned it, I might as well bring it up. I did. I replied to that, and I was just like, you motherfuckers. But I didn't say it totally mean. I said it pretty nice. I just put out a thing, you know. Well, I'll tell you exactly what I said, if you didn't read it. It says, Bungie, I am your biggest defender. Because I am. I defend Bungie a lot. But this was a terrible decision. You let game-breaking bugs last for weeks and months as long as it doesn't benefit the player. But the second someone can get a few extra legendary shards, you come in within the hour and patch it. I know I was being dramatic. It wasn't within the hour, but it was fairly quick. And then I said, you need to read the room, where I really believe in this, because people are upset right now about 1,000 different fucking things. And how hard would it have been to just leave this going, just to, you know, make them feel a little bit better about the nerfs that just happened that people are not liking, the state of the servers, which have been shit for weeks, if not like, even longer than that, but they've been really shit lately, and known issues that are, well, they're fucking known issues, right? I got a whole list of them in the TWAB today. We'll go over. And then you just like, you know, you stomp all over that, and I was mad. Anyway, it's at 867 likes. The community agrees with me. I was kind of hoping I would ratio Bungie, but they've got so many fucking ass fuckers that follow them that like their tweets.
And you're
got-
usually one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. But you know what? To be fair, listen, they have 3,518 likes on that tweet. Let's see how many followers Bungie Help has, shall we? 1 million. Okay, so what's the ratio of that? It's pretty low, right? And I have 867 likes, and I only have 2.3 thousand. So I think that's a pretty successful ratio.
0.35%.
So 0.35 versus what's mine? 867 likes over 2,300. Well, that's like 30%. Anyway, that's a successful ratio, I would say. Anyway, I was mad about it. I don't even need shards. I give two sweet shits about it. But what it was, you know, there's been so much trouble. There's been this, that, and the other thing. There was the extended downtime the other day, which I was a defender of, saying, like, sometimes they need this time. Bungie doesn't do it very often. But, you know, a lot of the community were mad. And then there was, you know, other stuff the previous week and other things just going on. And this would have just been something nice for them to just, like, let happen. Because it doesn't really affect the game. People getting legendary shards. What's it going to affect? You know what it's going to affect and why they have such a problem with it? It's this simple. People need to farm useless activities to get legendary shards. And without people doing that, their Steam numbers are lower. And it looks bad on them. That is the only reason that they would stop a legendary shard farm glitch, in my opinion. I don't know. Thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
There is some people.
seems
There is some
reasonable.
people in my tweet that keep saying it was breaking the economy. What fucking economy in a game that only has NPC fucking merchants?
Yeah, there is
Right.
no economy.
No.
So long as we can't trade with each other, there isn't an economy to break.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a dumb thing. And like even the people that think that there's that economy exists and people need their legendary shard farms or whatever it happens to be, like legendary shards don't buy everything and they buy almost nothing end game.
You can buy 5 enhancement cores a day with them
A day.
for like
A
100
day.
shards.
I think it's
Five
and it's
a
400
day.
prism. It's 400 for what, 1 or 2 prisms or something like that.
Yep.
It's
So-
400,
Prisms, it's a week.
It's
It's
100
3 a week.
for a prism.
Okay.
It's 400 for a prism. You can buy 3 a week according to the streams. I didn't know that number, but I know for a fact
It's either
you can-
3 or 5, but I think it's 3.
You can buy 5 cores a day, 30 shards each. Like that's not too much. They have a cap on it. Like it's not a big deal. There's nothing wrong with being able to buy 5 shards a day. I've been
Right.
buying 5 shards a day ever since I blew all my money on my region farm.
I
But when
crafted mine and never touched it. I never used that thing.
Yeah, well, we recognize that the 20% grenade buff wasn't enough, so
Yep.
it needs another bump to get on par with rocket launchers.
Yep.
Or it just needs an equivalent. It needs an equivalent exotic rock or grenade launcher that buffs the rest of the fire teams.
Like Galley.
Grenade launchers. Yeah, it needs an equivalent Galahorn. Or a Galahorn equivalent is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
Maybe buff Prospector or Colony or one of those other unused
That'd be
year
awesome.
one
Buff
exotics.
Prospector to do something of that nature. Like, it doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't have to make all baby grenades come out of everywhere. But it can just be like buffs other grenade launchers. That's it. That's simple.
That'd be cool.
And then have that stack on other buffs. That's really important. Don't give Prospector a fucking damage buff or like a debuff on the boss, but then have it not stack with Tether or Weaken. Because that would be so... That's something Bungie would do. They would definitely do something that stupid. So everybody would just be like, all right, back to Galahorn and rockets.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It
Anyway,
works.
it does work. It works for almost everything. Almost everything in the game it works for. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head that's...
Probably poop.
Harpy Boss Inspire.
So it doesn't work as good as linears?
No.
Yeah, because
No, you need crits.
You need the precision
only
damage because
precision damage will do
he's
it.
a huge damage. He's also a huge he's a huge damage check on top of everything, but you need the precision damage of a linear,
Yep.
or not even a machine gun really works on him. You need the-
Snipers and linears.
Okay. You can't just tether them and then
No,
galley rocket launcher?
no, doesn't work. The splash damage does nothing.
Fair enough. All right. One boss in the whole game.
Yep.
Great job. Great job. I'd love for there to be a choice, and I know there is on a couple bosses. Obviously, like you just mentioned, Harpy, and I know Nezrak. You can do the Thunderlord thing with Div, and it's pretty strong. You could probably do that on planets too. I've never done it.
I use
What the
machine
point?
guns on almost everything these days.
I don't. I do it on. I use it a lot on solo stuff now because it makes the ad clears. It's like with orb volatile rounds.
Oh yeah.
With like commemoration or something, just
Mhm.
everything dies instantly.
Yep.
It's so strong. I was running that when I was doing ad clear for Master Planets last week, and I was just killing everything. Like nothing had a chance at all. And then whenever I just was in danger, I would shadow dive. I know it's not whatever it's called when you're void. It's not
Oh,
really
yeah.
shadow dive, but
I just
Whatever
like
it is.
machine guns because they're brainless. I don't have to think about it when I'm in
Oh,
a
they're
damage
definitely
phase.
brainless. They're definitely
Don't even
brainless.
have to aim down sights half the time either.
Ugh, and I've killed myself so many fucking times from stupid ass people doing damage in Nezarec that are just strafing from side to side like a bunch of. Oh man, I can't handle it. Why are they?
You're
so
talking
good?
about me again, aren't you?
I don't
You
know.
have done it a few times, Strings. Yeah, you have.
Yep.
Don't
I've been working on it.
move.
I've been working on it.
When you're doing damage, and then don't move. Okay, and if anything, just fucking crouch too. I hate people that
Right.
stand straight
People
up.
in front need to crouch. Yeah.
You need to
Hey,
crouch.
Green, are you planning on doing a flawless run on run
No,
for the shader?
no. Is the shader any good? I never looked. Oh, it's just the standard. It's the default shader, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But you can put it on other armor, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. The shader's ugly.
All right, fine. I won't invite you to our raid team then.
Does anyone like
fuck.
dark blue or dark red? I don't. Were you gonna invite me to a flawless try?
I was one of our guys. We were doing a regular run last night, and I said, "How about we just try to flawless this? Do our best to flawless this." As we were running in, and he said nothing to me. He just looked at me, and then jumped off the map.
What a dick.
I was like, "All right, you don't want to flawless. I see. We'll just have to replace you when it's time for us to do that."
It's so good.
That's funny. That's something I would do though. So
Then he was like, "Hey, can we all be on Strand for macrocasm?" I was like, "You motherfucker!"
That's when you switch to the subclass right before the encounter ends.
yeah, I still got to do a void narc run for that, and then a couple triumphs. Okay, way to get delayed again. All right.
Vanguard ops.
Let's try to get into this. It says here they fixed the glorious and dredgen gilding awarding. I know we talked about the glorious one. So if you didn't get those prerequisites since then, you don't have the guild anymore, so you have to go get it.
Yeah, it took it away from me.
Yeah, so you have to go do it again. I saw some people in. Man, I got attacked yesterday on Twitter for being. I wasn't being a dick. Well, I mean, maybe I guess I was, but I just read these. It wasn't yesterday, but it was just right after they released these. I just read it, and then some guy was like attacking Bungie Help about. Where did my gilded dredgen go? Blah, 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 blah. And he was talking like he fucking earned the shit, first of all, which clearly he hadn't since it's gone. And I was just so like, God, maybe read the fucking thing that they just posted. Anyway, I just said read the patch notes, and then oh Lord, the people were like, dude, you'd have to be a dick about it. Why couldn't you just answer them like everyone else? And then blah 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 blah. I had one guy that was just like never watching your stream. I was like, okay, did I invite you?
Who
to the
are
stream?
you?
Like, who are you? Like, I don't care. Like, just a couple things like that. And then he was like, as a public facing person that relies on Twitter for your Twitch views, I really hope you have a backup career. So I was like, ironically, I do have a career. I do twit. So I replied. Normally, I don't necessarily always reply to trolls, but I was like, ironically, I do have a career. Well, I said, thank you for your concern. Ironically, I do have a career, and I do Twitch, as a hobby, and I do not rely on Twitter for my viewer base. Like, I absolutely do not. I forget what he said, but I replied with a GIF of somebody ironing their face. So. I just thought it was funny how like some people will just like he was being a dick in the comment. Like, why did I have to give him the right answer when he was the one that was being too lazy to go read the patch notes that literally had the answer in it for him? But I was being a dick because I told him to go read the patch notes instead of saying, screenshotting the sentence and pasting it in his replies. Like, why do I have to go do the work? God damn it.
Well, he didn't read the patch notes. He also didn't gild his seals.
That was my point. Like, you don't get to be this mad when you didn't legitimately guild your seals.
Right.
If you legitimately gilded your seals and then you lost them and there wasn't an explanation in the fucking patch notes that just came out, then yes, you go right ahead, sir, and be mad on Twitter. You have absolutely every right to ask them what's going on. But short of that, you could just ask the question and not be a dick about it. That's my take. I've had a really bad week, by the way. If you guys haven't tell, I'm extra aggressive this week. I've just been down mentally. Nothing really bad has happened to me. It's just been a long week. I'm glad it's over. Just gonna relax this weekend. And I'm gonna get mega fucking drunk next weekend. Let's go.
Yep.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, Vanguard Ops. Let's see here. Legendary difficult to find battlegrounds now rotate their weekly overcharge weekly. Cool. Didn't know. Defeating tormentors now provides revive tokens. Cool.
Yep.
I don't care that much, but I guess it makes sense. What do we got? 2. No, we have 3. 2. 2. We have 2 Nightfalls with tormentors. Just the redone ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, everybody talked about... Okay, listen. Okay. I gilded my Conqueror this week.
It's my stuff, get away.
And not just you guys. You guys had mentioned the room with the Tormentor in Lake of Shadows being a pain in the ass. You got me all worked up, and we walked
It wasn't
in there.
that bad.
I know, but you got me all worked up. It wasn't just you, but it was other people. We walked in, we had a well lock, dropped a well, shackle grenade.
Yeah.
Blew them up.
Mhm.
Dead, all the eyes despawned. Like, it was literally 10 seconds. Like,
If
and I'm
you
like,
know what to expect, that's not difficult. But
Right.
the first time you run in there, not knowing that's what's in there instead of a bunch of thrall, it's a little bit different situation when you're not prepared for it.
Fair enough. I wasn't sure exactly where it was. I thought it was in a different place. I thought it was in the place that's got like a little bit of water in the middle. And then the witch is there. And then the door that opens up is right beside her. That's the place that I thought you meant when you said there was a tormentor. So then we got past that and I was like, well, where's the tormentor?
And then,
Well, the guys that I was with obviously knew. We weren't in voice chat or anything. We were just doing our thing. But you could see their apprehension moving towards the doorway where the tormentor was in. I was like, okay, this is the room. So I just walking in, got ready to go. Guy dropped a well, and I'm like, okay, shackle. Weak points.
That just means that Salt is right. They need to hurry up and get that well nerfed.
Bro, no. No. There's nothing in this game right now that's too easy. I might be lying. Legendary Lost Sectors are so fucking easy right now.
some of the master law sections are
Even
so
the
fucking
master
easy
one. Anyone
too.
on the EDZ is ridiculous. Like, it's so fucking easy. I did master the other day to get to my level 10 Guardian rank because I had to do the 1 solo flawless and then 5 solo. And there was one in the EDZ that was up and running. And so I went in and I did it. I don't remember doing it. So I went in and I did it and I was like, okay. It's like, I'm just going to figure this out the first time, then I'll go for the flawless the second time. Flawless, first try, easy, nothing to it. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I did it 5 more times. I think I died 1 time out of those 5 runs to get my little level 10 thing. And I was just like, what the fuck? Anyway, but the exotic drop rate, shit.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Mine weren't too bad when I did that for that particular rank. I think I did 5. Well, I did 6 because I started with Legend and then I did Master, and I think my first 3, I got exotics, but I got the exotics that I was missing for that character for that day.
Okay, maybe that's where the exotic increase is happening, because I'm not missing anything on my hunter. I was doing it on my hunter. I went in there. I did the 5 masters. I got 1 exotic, and then I was like, I want to see how many cores I get, because it's kind of when I realized the other day that I was like, oh, this could be a pretty good farm for cores. So I went in on Legend, and it was even easier than I thought. Like, there's a barrier champion that wasn't even there. I'm like, oh my god, that's this easy. Like, they're.
Were you doing the excavator site 9 or whatever it was?
I don't. Which one?
Was there an unstop right when you spawn in, basically, and 3
There's an
regular ball?
unstop when you spawn in, and then right behind him there's a barrier. And then you go down, and in the boss room there's a barrier up on a cliff.
Yeah. Yep, that's that one is super fucking easy.
Oh, it's so easy. And then there's the boss is on. Oh, there's 2 barriers up on the cliff. There's the boss on the ground, and when you get him halfway, 2 unstoppables come out.
That's the quarry he was doing.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people will stumble when they get into that room because they'll back out of the room and going through that little hallway you have to crouch to get through. And a lot of times they'll get stuck right there. But
anyway, I'd walk in. I would just stand between the wall and the rock. I'd kill the barrier. The second one would come over. I'd kill the barrier. I'd clear out the ads, get my Nightmare Essence, and then I'd have Star Eaters on, so I'd pop my Strand Super because I was using Strand. I was able to completely kill the boss before the Unstoppables were able to kill me. They came out halfway through his health, so as long as you had a couple orbs, like Star Eater orbs, ready to go, so times 2, 3, or 4, you would be able to do enough damage to kill him. And then I would hop off to the side when I would grapple away when my thing ran out, and I would just stand there. They would run over. I'd grapple them both or not grapple them, but I would shackle them both at the same time, and then that was it. Your mom's tomorrow. I was using Commemoration. I grab an orb off the ground, and you melt Unstoppables with volatile rounds. They're just like.
I ironically did the exact same Lost Sector to finish off my 5 for that rank.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I used stasis turrets, so everything was always frozen in place the entire time anyway. So, but I get you.
Anyway, yeah. Well, I was still able to do those in under 5 minutes on Master, and then I had the Legendary run down to 3 minutes. Just because the first barrier is not even there. Second barrier in the boss room is not there. So you have to, and there's only 1 unstoppable. So instead of 3 unstoppables and 3 barriers, there's only 2 unstoppables and 1 barrier in that whole Lost Sector. So easy. So fucking easy. Anyway, so I did that that was my point where I was talking about the exotic drop rate was shit. Because I know I was doing Legend, but I did like 50. Like, I wanted cores. I did a ton, and then I would turn in a bunch of my shards, because you get 1 shard for every time you go as well. So I was getting 3 to 4 cores, and I was getting 1 shard for every run. So I'd spend 10 shards on upgrading blue gear, so I could dismantle it for 6 cores. And then I would do 10 more, and then I'd be at 50, so then I'd do that again 10 times. And anyway, I was farming cores that way. And I didn't get 1 exotic on any of the legendaries runs that I did, and I did between 30 to 50. I did not 1. I didn't need any. Wasn't really concerned about it, but yeah, that was shit. So if there is an increase in any exotic drop rates, it's only if. I mean, I could have had bad RNG, but you said you had good ones, and it was ones that you were missing. So likely the increase is on characters that you're missing it. But this is supposed to be an exotic armor farm,
Right?
not specified towards characters that don't have the equipment yet. So weird.
So Vanguard ops.
Did we not read this yet?
started.
Fixed hive door locks, ice battleground to behave the same, all versions and activity. What? Fixed hive door locks and ice battleground. I don't know what those are. What are the hive door locks?
The ones that you shoot
The
out
big
with
door
the
before
nut.
the boss.
Yeah.
Okay, we
On
talked
Master,
about...
you need more.
And they took the one that's right above the door when you spawn in too.
No,
Yeah.
hold on a second though, Because we talked about that either last week or the week before, and it said Hive Runes. But they're talking about the same thing now?
Yep.
Just that they reworded it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I didn't know. I thought it was a different thing because they reworded it. Stupid idiots. I did hear that they took away the top one.
Yep.
Which is dumb.
And they also took away the box that was in that hallway, and they replaced it with one unstoppable and one barrier champion.
Why did they
Huh.
make that harder? that place is hard enough.
I'm glad I did it last week, then.
Yeah,
The
I'm
first
glad I
time one of my homies opened the door expecting a box and was greeted with an unstoppable ogre and a barrier knight, he was like, "Oh shit," and then dead.
died pretty fast to that, yeah. Holy Lord, why? Yeah, I don't understand why they'd make that harder than it already is. I guess it's not that hard because you can skip over that whole second section where you have to climb the tower. So, all right, fix an issue where a crash would occur shortly after picking up the first solar cell in the arms dealer. It never happened to me, thank God. But glad that you fixed it. Fix an issue where the arms dealer enemies would continually respawn to drop required solar cells. Could be farmed limitlessly for points. That's okay. Helps the player. Might as well patch it. Okay. All right. Raids and dungeons. Fix an issue. Duality dungeon where a nightmare of Galaron could not teleport back to the encounter space after falling out of the environment. Helps the player. Let's patch it. Okay. So he doesn't die if he falls off the cliff anymore.
No, he just teleports back up.
I mean, Master's not hard anyway, but fuck you, Bungie. All right, fix an issue.
Most people are doing it to farm master armor,
Yeah.
but
Well, now
something
we're just
not
doing
listed
Kaido.
here. Something not listed here. The armor drops in duality now. They're not good. They very rarely spot. They very rarely drop 65 plus anymore. And even when they do, they're very evenly distributed. It's very rare to get any spiky armor.
Damn.
I mean, I don't mind evenly distributed stuff either, but I'm a hunter. I don't need any strength though. Strength's for wusses. I.e. Titans.
I don't need strength either. Caps Skullfort.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Let's keep going.
You only need
Ra-
strength if you need to actually charge your melee. I have a hammer. It auto regens as soon as I pick it up.
Exactly.
Fix an issue where checkpoints were shared between Legend and Master mode for raids and dungeons. What? When was this
Never was a
happening?
problem for me. I never encountered it.
No, okay.
Same.
So, okay.
Must
never
have been an
happened.
edge case.
Fix an issue in Rooted Nightmares where the scissions?
Yeah.
Is that what it's
Encounter. The
called?
first encounter. I
Sometimes
think.
soft lock preventing. Oh, that's the second encounter, right?
Yeah, second encounter. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the jump between the gap one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good they fixed that. Fix an issue Rooted Nightmares where sometimes the intended screen VFX did not play when players failed the encounter. Okay. Fix an issue in Rooted Nightmares where Nezarek would sometimes not cast a wipe when intended.
Now this is interesting because something interesting happened when we did our master challenge for Nezzy this week.
Yeah.
We did struggle bus with it a little bit, mostly because people were having trouble surviving in the second half when you'd switch sides.
People are so bad at this game.
But we got him. We got him to final stand, and we pushed him to final stand. But we got a trade. All right, you know how it will sometimes happen that he will appear to die,
Yep.
but then he doesn't die and you lose. Well, that happened, and the encounter continued, but we still got the challenge. So our challenge loot dropped, but the regular chest didn't. So we all just ran up there, grabbed our challenge loot, claimed our challenge, and got the fuck out of there.
Right.
And then
Nice.
restarted it and just did it without doing the challenge, and got the finish for doing the master completion.
Good lord.
Nice.
I wonder if you had done that challenge again, if you would have got more loot.
I mean, we didn't try. Listen, that was in the same raid group where I was like, hey, Can we try flawless? And the guy jumped off the cliff.
I was gonna say, so this is the group that you wanted me to try flawless with, and they couldn't do the Master Nezi raid.
It's just
challenge.
It's just we did it. What do you mean?
It sounds like you didn't, and you won by the luck of the draw.
Did the loot drop? Do I have the challenge? Are my characters wearing the Dream Warrior title right now?
I don't know. Are
Yes,
they?
I did it. Guess I did it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I also did that challenge, and people also had problems dying on the second encounter, and I also wanted to, or not second encounter, but the second
half
phase.
when you switch.
Yeah, and I'm just like, just don't die.
It was always that late spawn of enemies, especially if a champion hadn't been dealt with. It was killing people.
Okay, so I was killing the right champion and the middle champion. That was like my job in our raid. And people were still fucking dying. Like on the left side, in the middle, they were getting hit by those flying void bombs from Nezarect, and it's like, how are you dying to that? I just never get it. Like, I get really triggered. Like, I never looked at anybody's stats, but I can guarantee you get hit by that and you get one shot. You either don't have 100 resilience or you're not running void resistance. I don't know what it is, but it's one of those two fucking things. And if you go into a Master Nezarect without void resistance on and 100 resilience, what the fuck are you even doing playing this video game?
Challenging yourself.
Having fun.
No! I am not there to have fun. I am there to get my seal.
You know,
I don't play Destiny for fun.
there is that rumor going around right now that there's a bug with resilience that it's not giving you any damage resistance currently.
That's not true.
I've seen that, but I don't have.
That's why I said rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've played a lot this week. There's no way that I've lost 30% or resilience. I'd feel it instantly. I'd know. No, maybe it's affecting some people, possibly. Yeah. I'm not gonna say that's not possible, but all right. Let's keep going. Man, I had a bad week. All right. Exotic mission. Fix an issue where players that sometimes get pushed through walls by Vex traps and get stuck in there.
Never happened to me. Don't know what this is about.
That never happened to me, but it sounds hilarious. I had an unstoppable champion get stuck inside of a wall, and I thought I wasn't going to get my platinum in my lost sector. But after like a minute and a half of me trying to shoot a little bit of his foot that I could see, he teleported outside of the wall, and it came at me. I was pretty happy about that. I was like, oh, Bungie actually built a fix for this into their game. I was so surprised that coding was in there. Like, I was dumbfounded. I was like, what? Anyway, so FYI. That was Chamber of Starlight. When you go under, like when you go past the first set of thralls, there's that thing that's, you're walking under it. It's really short in the cave. He came over to me there, and I suspended him into it, and he flew into the ceiling and got stuck in there. And I was like, y'all missed something when you made strength. I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen somewhere. Anyway, and then I could still see his foot and everyone, but he was struggling. He was trying to get out, so it would keep disappearing. And I was able to hit it a couple times, and I'm like, this is going to take forever. I might as well just restart. But I waited long enough that he spawned back. So I was like, cool. All right, fixed issue where Peacekeeper's reload perk wouldn't activate after you stowed an energy slot SMG. Okay. Fixed an issue where Phoenix Cradle was not consistently extending the duration of the Soul Invictus buff while Burning Maul was equipped. I don't play Titan. That makes no sense to me.
I don't use either one of those exotics, so I couldn't tell you.
Fix an issue where certain Gambit weapons were not contributing to Dark Age Arsenal Triumph. Okay, that's helpful. And then we got the primary weapon rebalance, auto rifle 25, pulse, hand cannon, sidearms 20, and scout rifles 10. Scout rifles feel kind of nice. I thought it felt okay. The auto rifles still don't feel very strong to me. I don't know. Does anyone else disagree?
I feel like everything feels kind of nice now. Pulse rifles especially.
Okay.
I don't feel autos feel bad. Scouts do feel better, which is nice.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
I didn't have an issue with any of them before. I don't have an issue with any of them now. It's fine.
Same.
Okay. Anyway, so cool. Archetypes. So much nonsense in here. This is stuff they talked about doing though. So they nerfed the Eklos SMG.
No, they didn't.
I was about to say I heard that they may not have. How
Yeah.
accurate is this?
Whatever the change that they made had so little impact on the gun as to be unnoticeable.
All right.
At least if you're on mouse and keyboard.
Okay.
Maybe that's what's important because the recoil was part of it, and recoil is almost non-existent on PC, where it's incredibly obvious when you're playing with a controller. Hand cannons, just Adept Exalted Truth, lower magazine size. Fusion rifles, they did the change where they upped the burst and the purple damage on rapid fires. So long live what's Neo Muna?
Iterative loop.
Yeah, long live iterative loop. It is rapid fire craftable fusion rifle.
It can consistently hit 19 meters with the against tier 10 resilience in Crucible currently with the right setup.
19-meter one shot.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to get into Crucible with that. We all know they upped trace rifles. I haven't tried it yet. Is anyone else? You still running Wave Splitter?
I don't feel any different to me, honestly.
I don't use them in Crucible. They didn't feel too different in PvE.
Okay. I haven't tried them again yet. Sniper rifles got a reduced recoil and increased ammunition. That's nice.
For rapids. Yeah.
Yeah, for rapid, sorry. So rapid fire sniper rifles. And then heavy grenade launchers. They fixed some visual effects, which is not important. They fixed prevents weapon from dropping with it. Okay, so whatever. Neither one of those are important. Oh my god. Okay, so there was more stuff that we talked about a couple weeks ago when they put out the initial stuff, but it's here now. It's official. I haven't tried them anymore. Final warning can no longer mark through Titan barricades, which was I didn't see it being used too much, but people were all about it when it first dropped. Teraba got their nerf, so you might see it a little less in Crucible. I never saw it that often in Crucible to begin with. Revision 0. This is a buff, right? Yeah.
Yes. It feels really nice, by the
I'm
way.
gonna try that.
The heavy burst feels really nice.
Well, that's what I was talking about. I liked the heavy burst. I liked how it felt.
Yeah,
but
same here.
It didn't do enough damage.
No,
So this 75%.
It feels a lot better now.
Might be really
A lot
good.
better.
And probably it got the boost, the other boost
Yep.
as well.
It did.
So it's even more than that. All right. Fix an issue where enhanced version wellspring perk generated too little energy. Whatever. No one cares. The Root of Nightmares Adept weapon got their enhanced traits. And I've only checked out the auto rifle, which is I have one of them, and I was able to put it on. At first, I didn't understand the concept, so I was like, I heard that there was. I ran straight to Mars, and then I was like, nothing works. And then I was inside of probably putting a mod on it, and I was like, "Oh, what's this thing?" So, FYI, if you don't know how it works, essentially, if you have an adept weapon from Root of Nightmares, anybody watching or anybody listening, anybody here, if you right-click on the weapon and go into it like the Masterwork screen, there's a new box there that you can turn on the crafting button basically, and then you start leveling. You start leveling from there, and you can't make any changes until you get to level 11.
To the last two perks, yeah.
Okay, so you can't enhance the main perks until you get the first one at level 11. I actually don't know what the second one unlocks at. Probably 22. Question.
I don't know. I haven't finished mine. I just got one yesterday.
And
that
then
I wanted to enhance.
So you can probably do the masterwork in the barrel.
Yeah, I think the masterwork unlocks at level 7.
Okay.
And the barrel and mag unlock. I think it says also level 7 on that as well.
Okay, so we're really going for, obviously we wanted the enhanced perks on these things,
Yeah.
but it looks like you can also, I mean, so you can just change those other things?
Yeah. So those
That's
two
pretty
you
cool.
those two you can select from a list. The two enhanced ones you'll only be able to
only get
enhance the
those.
perk it has. And I suspect, I don't know this for certain, but I suspect the level that you have to get the gun to is going to be dependent on the perk that you're enhancing. It should probably match whatever the level is for the enhanced perk on the non-adept version. I would suspect.
Makes sense.
Okay. well,
Mine
I'll
had moving
report-
target and target lock, and moving target requires level 11 for sure.
Yeah, mine requires level 11. Mine is a target lock and I can't remember. Rewind.
All right, well, maybe it's the same. Maybe it's just level 11 and then level whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
When you get to the second perk, or you unlock the first one, take note of what the second level is, and we'll compare notes.
All right. Fair enough. We'll give it a shot. All right. Fix tooltips for master dungeons to properly list artifice armor as rewards. That's cool. Just back on the other things. Does anybody else have anything adept that's worth trying to craft into upgraded perks?
No.
The only
shot.
adept weapon I have in the whole game is a Wendigo from last season.
Okay.
I've also got the trace rifle from the raid.
I mean, I have the sidearm, the trace rifle, the auto rifle, and then we got the grenade launcher this week. But the only thing I got a good roll on was the auto rifle. Rewind target's pretty decent roll. So, the other stuff I don't care. I did try to get. I used some of my spoils to try to get a good grenade launcher. I don't know why, man. I'm so obsessed with the fact that they're supposed to be good. But I
Gotta give it up.
I only spent 40. I tried twice, and I was like, nah, fuck that. And then I tried to get another auto rifle because I wanted reconstruction target lock, and I only tried once, so and I didn't get it. I got target lock again though. It pissed me off. I was like, where's my reconstruction, bitch? Whatever. Rewind's good enough. It doesn't always proc. If it always procced, it would be good. But then that would be pointless. Why not just give me a clip with 23 more rounds in it? Anyway. Alright, I'm lost. Okay.
Abilities.
So, yeah, abilities. Rally Barricade.
Made it easier to get the buff from Rally Barricade. It's good.
Yep.
Cool. Fix an issue where stasis created by Glacial Harvest aspect would not grant melee ability energy to Penumbral Blast. Okay, cool. These are the little things that don't. They're just fixes. They're not game breaking. Fix an issue where Jolt Chain Lightning is unable to target some types. Fix an issue trying to throw rapid while carrying a tangle could result in uncharged melee attack. Okay, cool. Bounties or pursuits. The evidence board thing is fixed. Cool. They added the best dress commendation, the solo spelunker, and other like the master raid activities and all that stuff was now retroactive when you got to rank 10, which was awesome, by the way, because when I got to rank 10, literally everything was done except for the commendation thing. So I was like, I'll take it. So now I'm trying to farm some leadership commendations.
I gave out my first best dressed commendation last night.
Yeah.
PvP. I did it from the results screen without looking or knowing what anybody looked like.
You're the worst. Alright, veteran players now receive the correct amount of lore books when they reach Guardian rank 7, no one cares. Fix an issue where players are blocked from progressing past Guardian rank 3, no one cares.
The Twitter patch notes.
All right, addendum. Now,
Oh, okay, so this
the
addendum
fact
is what...
that all of this was in the patch and it was not in the patch notes is...
Garbage?
Did they try to sneak this stuff in and just get caught? Or is somebody not doing their job? I mean, it's one of the two.
Why not both?
Okay, so I had this up on Twitter. This is all the same stuff that they put on Twitter the next day?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, so good. Then I don't have to read it because they had a great big thread about it. It's hard to get through. All right, so yes, first of all, this addendum was fucking hilarious when they released it, with like 9 different threads on the shit that they forgot to release, and everybody was like, derp, derp, derp. How do you forget all this shit? And it was all garbage. Well, let's go through it. But it was basically all bad stuff that they fixed.
Especially if you're a hunter.
All right, so terminal overload chests, they got rid of the firearm on it, which kind of sucks. Doing that made it feel kind of like it was worth it, and now it's not really worth it anymore, unless they increase the red border chance drop on that, and then I would be for it again. Like, that's fine, but they need to put that up to like almost 100%.
I don't think they patched it. I had double farming of a chest.
You can get 3 of them. You have enough time to get 3 though.
Yep.
That's
I didn't bother.
trouble.
I wasn't farming for chests. I just happened to pass the chests a second time, and I can interact with them, and I got more loot. So, but
Okay,
clearly I don't know if it hasn't been applied yet or what, but I managed to farm 1 set of chests twice.
I'll try that tonight, maybe. I don't really care that much, but
Same.
terminal overload would be the only thing I would do in Neo Muna to get red borders. Like, if you want people to do that, then you just need to increase the red border chance of the Neo Muna weapons, and I think people would do it more. Or throw in 3 fucking cores, man. I need cores!
If I could give you some of mine, I would.
I only have 400. It is not enough. I feel poor.
If I could give you some of mine, I'd just stand in front of you and shower myself with them. But they took them all away with me when I left.
All right. Crafting progress now comes from the key chest and not the base chest. What does that mean?
Meaning,
Orders?
progress for your weapons that you've crafted was coming from the base chest that you could double dip before.
It was
so you could,
so amazing. I totally forgot about that.
now you can't do that. So now when you double dip or whatever, it's not giving you any progress for your weapons.
But we're not supposed to be able to double dip is the thing.
Yeah.
They said they fixed it. Fucking idiots.
But you also
Maybe
have
they
to have
knew
a
they
key.
didn't fix it, so they fixed
It means you also have to have a key in order to get that percentage.
Right.
So
Oh, well, I mean, I always have a key, so... I've never farmed more than 5 in a row. I don't play the game like that. I can't play the same thing over and over and over again. So when the mods Ashes to Ashes on hands are equipped at the same time, players will only receive super energy from one of the mods when killing an enemy with a grapple melee. When these mods are equipped individually, each will work with the grapple melee.
you used to get energy return. You used to get double energy return. If you did a grapple enemy and killed enemies, both Ashes to Ashes and Hands On would both proc, both giving you super energy. Now it doesn't work if you have both on. You only get the energy from one.
When these mods
Bungie
are
has a
equipped
typo too.
individually-
It's ashes to assets, not ashes to ashes.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
correct.
Okay,
Good job,
so
Bungie.
they just can't be doubled up now.
Yep.
Yes.
Can you
With
double
strand
up
grapple.
on the mods?
You can still use multiple of the same mod
Yeah.
to get the diminishing returns, but that's not what was happening. You were getting full energy from both of them without diminishing returns.
Okay.
Because one returns melee energy and one returns grenade energy, depend from the opposite ability.
Yep.
So when you get a grenade kill, it gives you melee energy. When you get a melee kill, it gives you grenade energy. And what it was doing before was when you do a grapple melee kill, you get both. And they
Okay.
fixed that. So now it's only one.
But this only says players only receive super energy from one of the mods.
Those mods give you super energy.
It's super energy, isn't it?
Yes.
The ones
No,
that-
no, it's super energy. They go in the
You're-
helmet.
You're thinking of the
Ah,
class
yeah.
item mods.
Yes, my bad. I don't pay attention to them. I have my loadouts and I just run them.
These give super energy. You can't use them to double dip anymore with a grapple melee.
Fair.
That's
Okay,
the bottom
that
line.
makes way more sense, and that was way more
But
broken.
you can with any other melee?
No,
Okay.
no, because using two of the same mod is not a double dip. The second instance of the mod does not give you as much energy as
I know,
the
I get
first.
that, but you said it only doesn't work with the grapple melee. So can I use it with
Yeah,
any melee?
because there's no other
other
there's
than
no
the
other
grapple melee?
the grapple melee counts as both a melee attack and a grenade attack. That's why it was triggering.
Oh, okay.
both.
So is one hands on as a melee thing and access to assets as a grenade
Yes.
thing?
Yeah.
Correct.
Ah, here we go. Understanding is being achieved. All right. Grenade kickstart will no longer activate when using a grapple point. Well, that makes sense. You don't lose any grenade energy when you do that. So why would you need it to activate?
It doesn't work on your own grapple points that you've created yourself is the main point of that. So you
Yeah,
can't
but-
recharge. If you're a hunter, you can't recharge your first melee charge when you are using a grapple point. Is what that's doing, because what people were doing.
I understand that concept, but in reality, like using one of those points doesn't use up your
Correct.
your thing at all. So it seems like a fair trade. Like if you use a grapple point, the mod doesn't activate like when you're not using a grapple point.
Right. Yep.
That makes sense to me, and I think that's fair. Does anybody use grapple over shackle grenade anyway?
No.
No, I didn't think so. It's fun to like do, but if you're doing anything serious in the game, nobody's using grapple, so who cares? When the mods firepower and heavy-handed are equipped at the same time, only one orb of power will spawn when killing an enemy with a grapple melee. When these mods are equipped individually, each will work with the grapple melee. So it's kind of the same thing, just something different. You can't
It was
double
spawning.
in
It
these
was
mods
spawning
anymore.
double orbs when you get a
Yeah.
kill.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I need to know what was going on, actually. Listen, I was using Fighting Line, like you guys had recommended, but I was using it just in a heist battleground, and I was firing into a group of void-shielded thralls or something, whatever those things are, and I was literally creating, like, dozens of orbs every shot. I don't know what was happening. I remember... and I-
Did you have the shield break
Well,
thing from
probably.
the artifact?
I'm pretty sure that's always on because I always, whenever you break a shield with the same thing, you get
Yep.
an orb. But I don't even know if they're shielded in there. I can't even remember. But
And the
I know I
heist
was
battlegrounds, there's a lot of enemies that have void shields. Yeah.
No, but
Those
I mean,
Centurions.
like inside of the boss room, there's all those miners. And they all, like 4, 5, 6, 7 of them all spawn in groups together. And I was just launching the grenades in there, and it was killing everything. But it was spawning dozens and dozens of orbs. Like I was getting to the point where, and that reminded me. I was just gonna say maybe it had something to do with, I don't know. I was on Strand, so nothing built into the void build. I probably had the artifact thing on, absolutely, and it's technically a void gun. But I just thought it was so many, and I'm like, does this do this everywhere? Like, I don't know what was triggering it, but I was able to just use my super and over and over and over again because there was literally orbs everywhere. There was thousands of orbs.
Greener's net limiting confirmed.
there was just so many orbs, and when we got to the end of that match, like I'd created like 400 orbs. It said.
He's just like saying, "Man, my one teammate's super laggy. What's going on with it?" Man's net limiting his heart out, just creating 100 orbs.
I don't even know how that works. So. But that's awesome. I saw a video of somebody net limiting to get a kill on Nezarec instantly, and it didn't make sense to me. It was from the perspective of somebody that wasn't doing it, so I didn't know I don't know what it looks like, but the health just disappeared instantly. It looked like normal, but then the health disappeared instantly, and then they all got mad at it. They were like yelling at him in chat and kicked them from the fire.
That's because they could all. That's because they could all
get in
get
trouble.
banned. Yeah, net limiting is highly bannable. Lots of people have been banned for net limiting. Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
You're just manipulating your network connection to the game so that you can cause.
How does it make you do more damage though?
I don't know that it's actually causing extra damage. It's how the game is registering the damage being done because of the latency that causes things to just snowball all at once or create extra orbs or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. Maybe one of my teammates would. No, it said I made the orbs. All right, reduce super gains from ashes to assets by 50% when getting a grapple melee. They're like, don't worry, everybody at the top of this. They're saying, if they're equipped individually, you're good. Except we're dropping it by 50% if you're doing it from a grapple point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good lord. Nerf City. Please don't. I can understand. Okay. Remember when I said I was gonna yell at Salt?
Yeah.
Or talk about Salt? It's because his tweet went out after this, and he talked about grapple needing help, not nerfs. And I said the same thing in my head. It's like nobody's using grapple, like unironically, like it's not a serious thing against shackle grenades, and you can't make grapple as strong as shackle grenades.
No.
So it's just for fun. Stop trying to. But anyway, at the same time, I was just like, who cares about grapple?
I use grapple on 2 of my strand builds.
Well, why?
Because of the extra orb generation. Because you can spam things to create supers you could spam things to create supers very quickly for yourself, but also with all the orb generation, you could spawn supers for other people super quickly. That's why they've done this. Those are the specific reasons they made all these changes. Because it was allowing people to get supers abnormally fast. Like people getting their well back before their well has even expired because of hunter shenanigans.
Okay, so basically this thing here is exactly the same thing that they did when they got rid of the ammo reload off grapple points.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Only for supers and abilities.
Only for supers and abilities. That's the same
Yeah.
concept. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes absolute sense. Anyway, okay. Shackle grenade. Just play hunter, double shackle grenade with shackle dive, and like nothing ever gets to walk. By the way, I got a bone to pick with you, Mr. Stasis.
Oh yeah?
I shackle an overlord and some asshole throws down his stasis turret. You know what happens?
It breaks him out.
It breaks him out of my shackle.
Mm-hmm.
And he fucking murders me. You take your stasis and shove it in your ass. Nobody wants it.
Mommy, look at Daddy.
Signed, the useless strand hunter. Got it.
The useless Strand Hunter. Bro, I'm the only reason we made it through that GM. Not us, but... I was in a GM with a stasis warlock, and at first it was Glassway, and we were doing good. We were doing fine. We were kind of on different sides of the room, so I never really saw the interaction happening. But when we were in the boss room, all those overloads and stuff coming in, I'd fucking throw it. I'd get him up in the air and get ready to, overload him, and then blow his ass up, and then this fucking little blue dot would come across the screen and just tag him a little bit, and he'd just fall out of his shit and start killing everyone.
Listen, the fact that you had a bad stasis warlock with you is not my problem. A good Stasis Warlock would have 4 turrets out and nothing would be moving, even
None
if it
of
was
those
breaking out
words
of your
make
shackles.
any sense in the same sentence. The words "good" Warlock do not go in the same sentence together.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Listen.
I get it. I understand the concept of both. I really like Stasis Warlocks and Bleak Watchers and all that shit. It works really well. You just need to be coordinated if you're going to run both of those at the same time, because you can really fuck each other over. Well,
That
I
is
can't
true.
fuck him over. He can fuck me over, basically.
You can cause a lot of stun weirdness because it breaks champions out of stuns when they get frozen and then they unfreeze. Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Stasis has always been trouble with unstoppable champs and stuff and overloads getting unstunned. That's why I prefer Strand. Fucking.
Listen, like I said, you just need an overwhelming number of turrets and then it doesn't matter.
I get it. You could get like 12 going if you had 3 of them.
If you have two Stasis Warlocks, you can get 8 turrets out at once. And then nothing moves. Nothing moves.
I like my bondage carrier.
Yeah, I agree. They're pretty good too. All right, let's keep moving on. Players no longer need to have Strand subclass equipped to gain unraveling rounds. Okay, cool.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
That would kind of defeat the purpose of guns being Strand.
Right.
Heavy weapons, well, that would be like only being able to get volatile if you were void. That'd be so dumb. Heavy weapons will more consistently gain increased ammo capacity from multiple reserve mods. Okay, this does not apply to rocket. Okay, never mind.
That's good.
Wait.
No more having a second reserve mod and it not actually giving you an extra rocket.
Does
Or
not
any-
apply
not-
to rocket launchers.
Does not
grenade
actually give you
launchers.
additional ammo, right?
No, it doesn't.
Rocket launchers, grenade launchers, heavy glaives, Leviathan's breath, and 1,000 voices. So, like, by putting rocket launcher on here, literally, like, who cares? That's the only thing people want extra ammo for.
Linears and machine guns. Am I
I feel like
missing
I've
anything?
gotten extra ammo for my
Machine
rockets
guns
before.
make sense. Linears are just trash.
You do. You can get 1 extra rocket from an extra reserves.
You can't get 2
Yeah.
extra rockets, is what they're saying.
Yes.
You can't get another one. Since their maximum ammo capacity is reached by equipping fewer mods. They're saying that. Then increase their maximum ammo capacity. Bungie. It's not that hard. Alright, fix an issue where fighting line grenade launcher was incorrectly benefit from void holster mod. 1 second. I saw that. And I need to understand how it's incorrectly benefiting from the void holster mod when it is a void grenade launcher. Explain that.
So, what was happening, at least what I think is happening, I haven't seen anybody actually talk about this, but I can tell you what I experienced before they pushed this patch. Whenever I would have the void holster mod on, I would encounter a situation where I would be able to double fire my grenade launcher constantly. Like, I would
Okay.
shoot, and there'd be another round in the chamber already.
So it would give you like ambitious assassin, essentially.
It's not even that. Like, I would shoot, and then there would just be another round while the other one was in the air, and I would accidentally shoot the second one off half the time.
Okay.
But that hasn't happened since they made this change. So maybe
Okay.
that was it, but I haven't
Okay.
noticed any other different behavior.
So their words incorrectly benefiting from void holster mod was it's more like saying it was benefiting from it, but in an improper way.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I read that originally, I was like, it reads to me like fighting lying is not supposed to benefit from the void
Right.
holster mod, so we
Yeah.
eliminated that.
Hmm.
So I was like, I understand, by the way, that it's a primary and it's void. Which makes no sense.
It also has a reload perk that triggers off you getting damage with your other weapon. So maybe there was some interaction that was happening there as well. I don't know. But
It does have a reload perk for that.
I know I was getting double grenades in mine though, and Fighting Lion does not supposed to have a way to get 2 grenades.
Wait, hold on. Yes, there is. I read something about. Hold on. Let me just check something real quick. It's perk. Isn't this perk destined? You're supposed to get it.
It reloads after you do enough damage. Like
Yeah.
the whole play loop, the play loop for Fighting Lion is supposed to be shoot it, don't reload it, switch to your other gun,
Mm-hmm.
and do damage with it, that reloads your fighting line for you.
Yep.
That's the loop you're supposed to go through.
Rapid final blows against grenade damage combatants refill the magazine.
Yeah, it's supposed to brief. So because fighting lion has an absurdly long reload, right? So you fire it, you don't reload it, you just stow it and switch to your other gun, and then you shoot the things you tagged with a grenade. The whole idea is fighting lion is supposed to be a primer that you finish with your other weapon, and getting the kills with your other weapon reloads your fighting lion, so it's ready to go when you pull it back
The
out.
problem with it right now is that it kills everything that it's anywhere near. Because it
Yeah.
does so much damage.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't really
What
work
are you
very
doing
well.
out there?
I don't know. What are you doing out there? I don't know who said that. But I told them. Anyway, don't you get 30 reload from the catalyst?
Something like that.
You do get additional reload, but it's still very slow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, let's continue. Fix an issue where harsh language grenade launcher. Is it actually called
Shotgun.
harsh language?
It's called harsh language, but it's a shotgun, not a
Oh,
grenade
They
launcher.
just wrote it here wrong? Okay. Harsh language. That's
Another typo.
Now correctly activates void artifact perk. Okay, cool. Fall damage is now non-lethal to players. Previously, only collision damage was non-lethal.
The change we've been waiting for 2 seasons, and they forgot to add it in the patch notes.
That's funny. Yeah, absolutely. I was very upset with this when they said when it launched.
Right.
Only because I don't know. I jumped off something, and I was very confident I wasn't going to die when I hit the ground. And I
First
died.
mission.
And
First
I
mission
died,
of Lightfall.
Probably. And I died when I hit the ground. And I'm like, well, that fucking sucked. Anyway. So, okay. So that's fixed. All right, cool. Done. Next is... next week at Bungie. Booyah, baby. Let's go. We won't go over too much. It's probably most of the stuff that we just talked about. Highlights of the mid-season patch. We just did it. No highlights necessary. Highlights of recent accessibilities option article. I wasn't even going to bring that up, but...
It's very good. As someone who's colorblind, I appreciate some of the changes they're making.
Why aren't they letting you color code the radar how you want?
Right?
That's
Because
literally
they
all I
don't
want.
like us. Because they don't like us.
Here, let's bring this up real quick.
I mean, the reticle's kind of cool. I'd change my reticles something at least.
Okay,
The
so
full
reticle
auto.
Okay, go ahead.
You
No, I
already
was-
can change your reticle color. Now you
Well,
can
yeah,
change
but-
the subtitles, but
Well, yeah, but
give
it's
me the
ADS
radar
reticle.
without
It's the
changing
ADS
it to-
reticle, though, isn't it?
I don't know. No, it's all the time, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, hold on. In Season of the Deep, we're adding enemy targeted reticle color. Boom. Setting designed to
okay.
complement the current reticle color. Setting by allowing players to select the hue of their hipfire reticle that they see while aiming for those with color blindness. It doesn't say anything about the ADS one yet. Most players won't notice the difference because they have a wide range of colors. Blah 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 blah. You get a new orange color if you're using this colorblind mode. I don't know how to pronounce that. Duratonopia and Protenopia.
Deuteranopia and Protanopia. I have the second one.
Cool. My dad's colorblind. I don't know which one he has. I also just make fun of him. So.
As we do with strings.
Yep.
Okay, we've unified the reticle indicator across PC console. Okay, so full auto settings are here. We're getting a full auto melee, which is cool. So you don't have to keep clicking that shit, which is a nice accessibility change. People that don't have necessarily great motor function. They're giving you the ability to swap some functionality or swap some buttons. Confirm and cancel toggle settings. Okay, so you can swap those around. Is I don't know which button's which. I don't use a control. Oh, I do sometimes. Is it a pain in the ass? I wonder.
No, I've never had an issue.
All right. New subtitle colors. Does anyone use subtitles? Come on now.
Yes.
I do.
There's
Why?
a brown one.
I was gonna say deaf people probably do.
I sometimes mute the game.
That's a smart decision. But do you need to hear? Do you care what they're saying if the game is muted?
Not really, but it's nice to have.
Anyway, so you can choose-
rather unobtrusive as it is. So
My wife uses subtitles whenever she watches anything.
I use subtitles on television, just not video
Yep,
games.
same.
'Cause I have a
I'm
fucking headset
just-
on, and I can listen to it as loud as I want. There's a big difference between the reason I use it on TV is because I don't put like other people are in the area that I'm in. I don't blast the TV so loud that I can still hear it while I'm crunching on a fucking bag of potato chips, right?
Right.
So that's why
I'm used to having the subtitles there when I'm watching something with dialogue. So it's just normal to me to have it. That's why it's on
Same.
my side.
Yeah,
Same.
I only do it for TV. I don't do it for games, for the reason I just said. I turn it up as loud as I need it in games. Commendations, I guess, they're changing.
different
so much
color
co-
palettes, and
Different color
it just goes into a lot of technical details of how they implement it.
So you said you're colorblind. So these choices are good, or
I think these
or they're at least they're better choices, or there's
yes,
other
they are
choices for
better.
you.
Some of them they are clear that they're different colors. Because
I was gonna
like
say,
the blue and the
this one
purple,
looks
I can't tell the
exactly the
difference right now.
There is no purple, so
Well, if you go up
Exactly.
Whatever the colors are now, the ones that people always ask for blue, and then there's the other one.
green, blue and
Right
green.
now,
that's this one.
Whatever.
Right here. The ally ones.
yes.
So these are green. These are blue.
Yep.
This is like pink, and this is orange.
hmm
Yeah. So they're changing to this.
Yep.
Which is blue, purple, red, bright green, as opposed
Yep.
to this like teal fucking color, or
Yep.
this choice. Or
That
this
one is the best for me.
I like the top
This one?
one. Top one. Top.
This one and the
for me.
top one are the best. The third one down, I can't tell the difference.
You can't. That's crazy. This is the brightest palette for me. So I would
Yep.
think as someone that's not colorblind looking at this goes, well, that's the most visually appealing, but it's not necessarily the thing that makes sense.
No, I can't tell the difference between fun and leadership. They're the same color. They're literally the same color.
That's crazy. They're so different strings.
Mm-hmm.
No, they like
Go
I
get some new
cannot tell the
eyeballs,
difference.
bro.
I cannot tell the difference at all.
They're brown for him.
Well, no, they're just both the same color. I don't
Oh,
know
okay.
if that's purple or that's blue, but
This
purple
is
and blue
purple,
because
by
of
the
the red.
way, just for future reference. Fun is purple, and this leadership is dark blue.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, just if somebody asks you for dark blue, now you'll know which one they're talking about. And if somebody asks you
Exactly.
for purple, you know that they mean fun.
Yep. No, but like when did we run? Did we complete a raid last week? And you were farming for blues, Saint,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't tell which is blue and which is not. So
I didn't even
had,
think about
I had
that.
to ask you for the name.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, when that happened.
Yep. So colors are hard. I know that as doing also software development, it's hard.
Got it.
And
No, it's
I
perfect to
appreciate
show
them
it.
making the effort. I
Yeah, I was
appreciate
gonna
them
say-
making the effort.
It's nice that they are. It's nice that they're trying. At least for something that has come out is especially colorful, like the commendation system. So.
Yep.
Alrighty, so this first bit is all the stuff that we already talked about.
Yeah. Arbalist on it.
The accessibility and colorblind changes, blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. First community voted weapon ornament is coming to Destiny. Okay, so I guess this is the Arbalist, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I like
this
it.
This is the one we voted for?
Yep.
I guess.
Looks cool.
It just looks like
You know
season
what?
of the
You know what?
just-
You know what it looks like?
season of the splicer weapon.
No.
Looks
Lightfall
like
weapon?
a Neomuna weapon.
Yeah.
It looks like almost every other Arbalist ornament.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you're such a drama queen. All right, I like it. I'll buy it when they sell it for Bright Dust.
Same.
What is this? This here. It kind of looks like Future War Cult.
No, it's just the Neomunian.
It's
Don't
little-
bring up the racists.
You're only racist to a bunch of fucking murderous monsters. Does that really count as racism?
Bro, when all that was happening and I made on the server, I made the comment of I still like the Future War Cult shaders because I like the color. Somebody unironically said I was supporting racism on the server.
I like those ornaments. They look good with the dots and the white. It's just
Man, I wish Lakshmi was still alive to spread her propaganda.
Bro, the
Couldn't
voice,
have been Dead Orbit
She was
that
my
were the bad
favorite
guys.
character in all of Destiny.
I like the guy who voices him.
I could listen to that actress talk all
I
day long.
cannot. I fucking hate that actress. She's terrible in
I-
Mass Effect. She's terrible
You don't
in
like the you don't
24.
like the
She's
She's
raspy
terrible in
voice?
Destiny 2. No, it's like fucking.
I don't know if it's like that. but-
I'm with Rect on this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Wait, what did
Listen,
he say?
Greener's here for the bad takes, so it's fine.
The bad
It's
take.
one of
Oh,
those
you
weeks.
guys.
It's fine.
Okay, first off, I hated that character. I was glad she died. Okay, I said that to trigger the people that you triggered, because we don't care about them. But what else did I watch recently with her? Oh, fuck, The Expanse.
Yeah,
she's
she's
in
in
that
Expanse,
so
yeah.
much.
Yep.
She's so annoying. She's a good actress. It's fine. I
One of
do
the
get
best-
tired. I get tired of her voice thing, and obviously it's not her fault that her voice sounds like that. But it's like, why are you in everything?
Because of the
Everything.
voice. At least the video game stuff.
I get it. I don't know. She was Tally Vast Normandy's mother in
Mm-hmm.
the best video game trilogy of all time.
Yep.
And I love Tally, but I hate that portion of Mass Effect 3 where you have to do her loyalty
You don't like the Armada stuff, yeah.
because it's just like she's there the whole time, and it's like that's what I use subtitles. You know what I mean? I can't help it. No, she's fine. She's great. She did great in The Expanse. I loved her in season 2 of 24, however long ago that was. 87 years ago, because I'm 100 years old.
I'm actually dead. I'm a corpse.
And I hate the Alexei. She was right. Just kidding.
Harsh.
Come on, you guys are supposed to be. That's funny.
Greener bought one of those plushy Smallens, and when it arrived, he just set it on fire immediately and walked away.
I peed on it first.
The
Spiked it
smoldering
like a
corpse
football.
is still sitting in his driveway all these weeks later.
And I have,
Runs over
I
daily.
have a 6-inch Lakshmi collectible doll that's just sitting in the window watching where it's burning. Yeah. Okay, next up, we're voting on something new.
Oh yeah, something new, huh?
It better be Witherhoard.
No, I'm good with Witherhoard. I'm actually good with all the stuff for Thunderlords. I want an Izanagi's.
The sword one's the coolest one, though.
Yeah, but
Or
it's
the
not,
wrapped one.
if you know me personally
Oh, boy.
at all, is I like things that are incredibly colorful and bright.
You see you in a neon, like...
But the sword itself is an incredibly boring palette. It looks
I mean,
cool.
swords are.
Well, not all swords. The Eager Edge one that everybody uses looks really cool.
There
Nice
are
bright
a
purple.
number of weapons that have none or only one ornament
Right, I
that
would
they could
agree.
have put on this list. At least could have put one of them on this list.
What
But-
weapons have no ornaments?
But instead, we get there. I have to go through the list. Hold, please.
I mean, you don't have to. Oh, listen.
I would prefer they not put guns up here that already have 3 ornaments apiece, though.
Right.
Why?
What's the third for Witherhoard? It has
well,
the
there's
hive one. It has the
That's-
white and gold
there's
one.
a I think
It
there's isn't there
has
one that
the
makes it look like
it
it's
has
made
the
of wood?
solstice ones as well. Solstice ones.
Ah, yeah.
The only
And
one
those
you
you
need
can
is
only
the hive
buy.
one, though.
Right.
I use the
the hive,
solstice one.
hive
I
one's
use
best.
the default shader. I like it the most. This is simple.
No.
Who did I
Solstice one
invite
stays on
onto
mine.
this fucking? Who uses
Hive-
the?
I'm
default?
colorblind. I don't
hive
like
one is-
colors.
I can at least understand the Thunderlord since 2 of its shaders are basically the same model with some different particle effects.
Right.
I guess there's something there.
No, I like my Thunderlord one. I looked up her name because I couldn't remember it. I cannot pronounce that.
Why not, Greener?
Try.
It's Shrouded, like Shohreh. So Shrouded, I assume. And then her last name is Agdashlu. Or maybe Agdashlu? A Hogdash? Aghdashlloo. Good lord. Shora Agdashlu. That's tough. Oh, that reminded me of that badass person from The Expanse. I love that character. Sorry, the trailer was playing while I was looking at her name. She was like the French character. You ever watch the show? Anyone watch that show?
I've seen I think 2 seasons.
Okay, she doesn't show up till later, so you don't know her.
Okay.
She's like the captain of a ship. She's French,
Okay.
and she's the coolest character in the whole show.
Yeah,
Absolutely, hands down.
that description does not ring a bell to me.
What was her name? Look it up. Now.
It's Shohreh Adashlu. It's her first name is
Shohreh.
Shohreh. Yeah.
A Dashlu. Okay, so
Yeah.
I was pretty close.
You were?
Kamina is her name. I don't even remember that, but she's badass. Anyway,
She is the baddest bitch in The Expanse. When she hangs that belter up on the wall, just don't mess with her.
I'll have to finish the show then.
I mean, the show was okay, but I was just pointing out that she was the best. She was the best character in the show, in my opinion.
She's even a bigger badass than Bobby is, and Bobby's pretty much, or even Amos. She's a bigger
I guess,
badass
yeah.
than Amos.
I kind of like Bobby. She's kind of a bitch though, in a bad way. Like the other one I was talking about was a bitch too, but she was bitch in a cool way. But Bobby was a bitch in a bad way. She was just kind of a cranky old bitch. You know, it's completely different. I was gonna say something else, but I forget.
So which one of these are you voting for? You're voting for the.
I'm not gonna vote for any of them because I don't care.
Oh.
But if I
Okay.
did, I would vote for Izanagi.
All right, Saint, what are you voting for?
I'd vote for Witherhoard because it's the one that I use the most.
4x4.
Also, I got the email. I voted for Witherhoard.
Given my limited options, it'll be Thunderlord for me.
Can we get these votes for armor too? Like, there are some exotics that really need ornaments.
Yeah. that have some
That
exotics that
don't
have been in
have
the game.
ornaments.
Some exotics that have been in the game for the entire game's lifespan and still have not gotten them.
Green, are you okay, buddy?
Can we just get full body skins,
Oh,
fuck
Jesus.
ornaments for weapons?
Yeah, big titty goth girl. That's what Green wants.
We don't need to go that far, but we don't need ornaments for fucking.
You'd pay for
Ones-
you'd pay if it was
Yes,
between
you're right.
like
Absolutely.
a generic skin that was made of like just a giant paper bag and then the big titty goth girl, you'd obviously go for the big titty goth girl.
I don't know. A giant paper bag running around Destiny would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably buy that.
You have a point.
Greener, just go play Fortnite. Just go play Fortnite, where they have all the skins you want.
Bro, I hate Fortnite so much, but the one fucking thing they did right was cosmetics. They are incredible in that game. Incredible. And if Destiny did anything like that on their Battle Pass, they would have zero complaining about these dog shit Battle Passes that they have every season. because they give us they bundle up a set of armor and an ornament into 10 different levels to make us think that we're getting rewards for things, but in theory it's just 2 skins.
One of
per
which,
season.
by the time you've gotten the full set, you've already gotten from the seasonal activity anyway.
You get from the seasonal activity anyway. Exactly. Anyway, I just want, it's simple. It's just like, here's a skin, whatever it is, even if they stick with the Destiny shit. Can I just get a thing where I can say, put on that whole thing? Why do I have to keep putting it on individually? Just give me a skin slot that does the whole thing.
You know, I don't want to take this tangent too much further, but it's interesting you say about the one armor set being kind of stupid because it's in, you know, you earn it in the activity anyway. But the main thing a lot of people use that armor set for is balancing out your power grind. So if you've got one that's far, if you got one piece that's far behind you, you just pick that up. No power grind next season. We know this already. So that armor is even more worthless.
I'm going to tell you something, though. You're right. It's absolutely worthless. Secondly, the battle pass, you know how like successful that's been across the gaming community.
Yeah,
Super successful.
They all,
Call of
every
Duties,
game's got one now.
Yep.
Do any other game actually bundle it in with like game mechanics?
Nah, like you're talking about like the experience boosters and stuff
Well,
like
no,
that.
you just
Or like the
talked about
rewards.
specifically they're using it to boost their power level in game.
No, I don't think so.
no.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I have a problem with it. Like these battle passes, like they're super successful in every other game right now because they come with just shit tons of cosmetic rewards. We barely get anything from these Destiny ones. They're terrible. They're terrible.
You don't like all your free enhancement cores?
No,
And glimmer every
exactly.
once in a
That's my
while?
point. It's all bundled to in-game stuff that's actually, you know, stuff you can get in the game. I don't know. A battle
Here's
pass
some
should
shards. Quick.
be, a
We'll
battle
catch
pass should
that
be
bug.
All right,
be
so
something extra.
then what about all the weapons that you would normally get from it and all the armor pieces? Just turn them into cosmetics. The weapons included. The legendary weapon skins, bring them back.
Give me legendary weapon skins that you can't get in game. Give me skins you can't get in game. I don't need glimmer. I don't need legendary shards. I don't need cores. I don't need ascendant shards. I want to buy this battle pass for cosmetic reasons, and not that shit. I don't know. I just don't. I don't. I love battle passes in other games. I love unlocking them. The only reason I get to level 100 in Destiny is because of my my artifact level.
Yeah.
I'm not unlocking any of that shit. It's all dog shit.
I don't even. I would weigh odds that Bungie doesn't even have the staff that's not
They couldn't do
dedicated
it.
to other things
No.
to do that. Like if I look at an Overwatch battle pass, it's got 80 levels and everything's a cosmetic. Now sometimes those cosmetics are shit and tiny, but
still something.
every single one is a cosmetic, right?
That's why they're so good. Red Dead Redemption did it. It was all cosmetics. It's beautiful. You know, Fortnite does it. You know, Overwatch does it.
I would be happy if they at least put some, you know, generic synthwave templates in there so I can at least get more shit unlocked.
There you go, yeah.
to
Yep,
use
that'd be a good
possible.
idea.
You could throw
Yeah.
those in there. And then you had Apex. It's all cosmetics. I don't know about Call of Duty.
Not a clue.
I don't play it. So. Anyway, the point is, Destiny and Bungie are the only ones that just they put 80% of in-game obtainable items in there, and then other stuff. Like the only thing that I can't get in-game is the ornament for the seasonal armor set. I'm pretty
And
sure.
The
usually
emote.
like 2 emotes.
Yeah, the emote
Oh.
and the finisher and stuff like that.
I bet they show up in
Shaders.
I bet the shaders, the emote, and the finisher all show up eventually in the Everfirst store. $10. Bungie's too scared to let things go away forever and not be obtainable.
I don't understand why. I've never You miss it, you miss it.
I don't know, man. I can't say that necessarily, I guess. None of the ornaments for any of the seasonal weapons have ever showed up. So,
Right.
Yet.
When was the last
That's
time
a
we
yeah.
had weapon ornaments?
There's one
an
every season.
exotic ornament every
There's one
season.
every season.
Yeah, it's for the
No,
weapon
I
you
meant
get in the past.
legendary.
Oh.
There's the battle pass
Oh.
has the
No, there hasn't
That's
been in
Been a hot
forever.
minute.
must be arrivals, right?
Gambit, I think, for the last. Wasn't it some of the Gambit weapons that had. They were the first two.
I know Breakneck had one.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of right now.
Well, all the Gambit weapons from that era have them. Like there's
The
one
old
around for-
opulent weapons did too.
The opulent weapons do.
Yeah.
Main ingredient has one. I think Hollow Denial has one as well.
Yeah,
Um,
that'd be a good point. Bring those back. And then make them so they're not obtainable any other way. You want to sell battle passes? That's how you do it. Put more cosmetics in there. People will fucking buy it.
It's true.
Stop tying the seasonal storyline to that $10 too. I guarantee if they sold the expansion with a battle pass full of actual cosmetics and didn't tie the seasonal story to the battle pass, they would still make more money. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some people are obsessed with the lore more than they are cosmetics, but it works for every other looter or game of service. Why wouldn't it work for Bungie?
Greener's talking me out of Destiny. This is my last season, boys. I'm out of here.
See you, Rick.
He knows I'm right.
I'm gonna go become a Call of Duty streamer because they've got better battle passes.
They probably do.
You have amazing powers of persuasion, Green.
Yeah, just like that. $7,000 hours at the window.
I'm too lazy to change anything
Welcome,
else.
Bungie. All right, let's see here. Okay, so they started voting on this. Check your emails. They'll probably send to anybody with an active account. That's it. Just go pick whatever one you like the best. Iron Banner's coming up again. Wait, what does it say? For everybody
Next
who hasn't
week.
gilded their Iron Banner, next week. Okay, sorry. I thought it would say the date here, and I didn't see it. So next week, so next Tuesday, it goes on again.
Yep.
Last
The
time
this
last
season.
week.
Man, I should get on gilding my Iron Banner.
Fuck off. We all know that you did it like the first day.
Go for
I have
50
sev-
resets
I have-
next week.
I have 7 resets in Iron Banner so far this season.
Go for 50.
Sure
I
glad
hate
all
my
these
life.
resolved issues still exist, and they
Don't be like me.
They had enough resources to fix that legendary firearm.
Oh boy. Full circle.
I'm so like, look at this shit. Why aren't they working on this instead of that fucking thing they did today? Take those.
And there's a
people-
big one that's not even on this list.
What's that? You tell me. So I can
Battle
bitch
Eye is no longer compatible with Windows security with the kernel protection feature. So if you try to launch Destiny and you have kernel protection turned on, it will not launch Battle Eye and you cannot play Destiny.
Listen.
Okay, so this Windows updates that's been trying to update for me for like a week, I shouldn't do.
No, probably not.
Listen.
I mean, it's you're balancing your risks here. You're more vulnerable to some things and less vulnerable to others. So
I'm not one of those people that think that somebody's going to come and try to steal my life through my computer. So we Gucci.
Let's talk about Battle Eye first. Let me get the right done.
Okay.
There is
Yes.
somebody. Battle Eye works so great
yes,
that there is somebody in Trials today that has a Trials KD of over 405.0 just today. Because Battle Eye is great.
They're a
Battle
gamer.
Eye is fantastic. When I got locked out of Destiny and I started going through all the Google searches of what the hell is going on, Battle Eye have not updated their website since 2017. They have not tweeted since 2021. And that's what's quote unquote protecting players from cheaters in this game. Like, and Bungie haven't acknowledged this.
Working as
There's
intended.
There's like 3 different threads on the Bungie support forums. They're like multiple hundred posts at this point. and Bungie have not acknowledged this. All they do is they post the link to BattleEye's FAQ that says, if you get this error, disable kernel stack protection, and you're good to go. So, like,
Well, strange.
I tweeted about this.
Disable-
Not that I have any
Disable-
followers,
Oh my god, I'm 51
This-
likes from 1,000. Let's go.
but like,
Sorry.
I tweeted about this. This isn't 2007. You shouldn't be turning off your parents' antivirus and like downloading a janky VPN to play a video game.
Nah.
Like,
Well, I mean, but if you're disabling your parents' protection anyway, then you're, to look at porn, then you're obviously going to do it to play video games too. So,
again, this is not 2007. So yeah, that pissed me off a lot, but I ended up just disabling the thing because we're all addicted to Destiny. So what you gonna do?
I'm
So
not
I have the
addicted
little
to Destiny.
exclamation point on my Windows Defender.
it's addicted to you, Wrecked.
I enjoyed every one of my 7 Iron Banner resets this week. I'm not sad about it at all. I don't have a problem. Everything is fine. I have other things in my life besides
You
this
should
fucking
get
game.
at least get to 11 to have it match your Guardian rank. There you go.
It's only 10 right now. I met
Yeah,
50% of my commendations. for
You'll
my
you'll be
final
11 by
achievement.
next week.
I mean, probably by this weekend, honestly.
All right, let's finish up. It's been 2 hours. There's some known issues here. You guys figured it out. We've talked about it.
Figure it out, Bungie. Figure it out.
Figure it out. Figure it out. Fix it instead of fun things. You douchebags.
Oh look, Shahan's quest.
There we go.
dialogue is cut
That'll be
off.
the thumbnail. Fix
This
it
one.
instead
This
of.
one's important though. It's a good known issue. It's good they didn't fix it yet. The Guardian game statue is switched to Hunters for the 2022 event. Warlocks suck.
Is-
They didn't win.
Is this saying that Guardian Games is once again rigged and they're telling us who's gonna win already?
Let's find
Shall
out.
we
I'll-
make this prediction? That-
It always has been rigged. They can't have a system. They can't have a competition between classes when there are such a disparity in the number of people that actively play each
You can
different class.
absolutely do it
Absolutely.
if you just do a ratio system.
Yep, just weight the points.
Yeah, weight the points.
That requires Bungie having somebody on staff that can do that.
That can use a calculator?
It's
That's
like
too much
probably
to ask.
5 lines of code, but I'm not gonna be the one that tells them how to write code. I know it's difficult, but
We don't even need to do it. We have a bot that tells everybody how many activities they did as each character. All you have to do is divide that by the number of people that played that character. It's that fucking simple. It's called an average.
Maybe you should apply for a job at Bungie.
They would
There you go.
literally need to do 3 calculations on a calculator every day. That's it. 3 calculations. This many activities played as Hunter. Divide by played as Hunter.
Listen,
this many
we need
activities
that person
divided-
with a calculator to be available to flip the switch on shard farms, okay?
Yep.
Ah, that's why.
Oh, that was priceless.
It's so true. Fucking losers. All right. Anyway, that's it. Let's go right into plugs. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. It's been too long. Been a long week. I was especially hateful today. Apologies to everybody that watched this video.
No.
Do you notice that there's no animals? Because
And there was no animals.
Oh yeah, it was
It's
somebody
like-
new. That's right. Yeah.
Because it was
Yes.
Timon that did it and not Hippie.
Yeah, okay. First of all, Bungie, fire Timon. He's fucking useless. The dude
That'll
didn't
be
put-
the thumbnail.
The dude didn't put any pictures in the last paragraph, okay?
That'll be the thumbnail.
Out of every week since Lightfall, this is the only time I needed them. I fucking needed them this week, man. And they're
Search
not
up
there.
some pictures yourself.
That's not the point. Bungie needs to come through with this stuff, especially when they're pissing me off about Legendary Shard Farm.
That you weren't even gonna do.
I wasn't gonna do it. I had no desire to do it. But to find out that they fucking shut it off instantly when the whole game is falling apart every fucking week. Oh man, that made me mad.
Here you go, Greener. Here's a picture of a puppy. That'll make you feel better.
Better be a good puppy.
Is it your dog?
No, I picked a real puppy to make Green extra happy.
I mean, you have a real dog.
Yep, I do.
It is super cute. Here. Oh, that's cute too. There we go. See me? I'm smiling already. I can feel it in my heart. Oh my god.
Now, Rect, quickly change that to a picture of a legendary shards.
Don't do it.
Why would I do such a thing?
Okay, all right. I was expecting like literally a farmland to show up with like legendary shards growing like carrots.
Oh, you just gave me a brilliant idea for the thumbnail now. Seriously. Like, yes.
All right, there we go. Perfect. Yes, that's what I wanted. And then like have Bungie coming in and like scooping them up in a
With a scythe. With a scythe.
with just
Harvesting
just in a
them.
big burlap box. What? You said you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I recognized his sarcasm. I'm surprised you didn't.
Can you fit those in your mouth?
I could try to deep throat my microphone right now.
No, we just need to bring Geico on for that.
No. All right. Give me some. Give me
Nom,
some.
nom, 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 nom. Brilliant, I love it.
Nom. All gone.
Jesus fucking Christ! Thanks, Bungie. He ate all my legendary shards.
That was great.
Let's do plugs and get out of here. Rect, what are you plugging?
We have Derelict Prime tournament tomorrow. There are 5 teams signed up. We're doing round robin. Didn't take too long, I don't think. I don't think any more people are going to sign up. I did start streaming this week. Streamed a couple of times. Twitch.tv/Mr_Rect. Coming out. I stream on Thursdays for sure. And then elsewhere whenever the mood strikes me. And until my homies get a little too out there in the chat, in which case I shut everything down because, I don't want to get canceled.
doing in the chat?
Listen, everybody in my group just wants to fuck each other constantly, and they make that loudly known, and sometimes it's a little aggressive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
At least they're not homophobic. That's
No, and they're all adults, so everything's fine. It's just it gets a little graphic sometimes. That's all. Probably too graphic for certain streaming companies.
Not Kick.
Yeah, I may have to go over there against my better judgment and support the soul-destroying Gamba company that is backing them up until Amazon says you're not using our platform or AWS anymore.
Why the fuck would they care? They're making so much money from Kick, it makes no difference. The more people that move over to Kick, the more money they make off those AWS servers.
Good sight.
Recruitment post per the usual, and I am also streaming at twitch.tv/MrGoodSaint. I'm considering streaming me doing some PlayStation 5 games because I just started God of War today, and I have the second one as well. So you can come if I do decide to stream those. Otherwise, it'll just be Destiny. You can watch me fumble with those because I'll probably be doing that on the highest difficulty, and I suck. So yeah, you can come and laugh. Have a good time.
Yeah, good luck with that.
All right, 4x4.
Not much. For the first time since I started playing Destiny, I made a second character. I made a warlock.
Right. That's right.
And I'm enjoying it. And so I occasionally stream. Titan main does warlock things. Twitch.tv/X4strings. That's it.
There you go. Awesome. All right. Well, y'all know that I plug the same thing every week. Join the community if you play Destiny and you want to have fun with other people. shroudedgaming.com/Discord will get you right into our Discord. You can also check out that website for our clan links and all that type of stuff. Fun stuff. You may even be watching this podcast on there because it's posted right on the homepage. I know. How amazing. Anyway, you can also listen and watch this podcast on all podcasting services. We're still posting them there. So that's like Spotify, Pocket Casts, iHeartRadio, all those places. So if you prefer to just listen rather than watch, those are all available. Just go check them out. Just search This Week at Shrouded. Our Twitch channel does community streams every Tuesday and Wednesday now. Though our last Wednesday one was pretty pathetic, so I work really hard to be able to get those ones done on Wednesdays, and we had like 19 people show up. So like, I'm considering like if more people don't start showing up, we're just gonna cut them because they're not making me feel valued for my time.
Right.
Yep.
Anyway, I'll give them a few more weeks. We'll see what happens. So if you're on EU, make sure to tell people to show up. Or at least lurk.
Do it.
Just lurk. I'm not even asking for much. You don't need to be there the whole time. Just your computer does. Look, I got a new cup. Oh wait, where's the okay. This is the webcam camera. And this is
Okay.
the Twitch camera.
Mm.
It's got a cantilever. That's not what this
Carabiner.
Is that
Carabiner, thanks. Yeah, a cantilever is the thing that does this.
that's Fallout, right?
Hey, you
Yeah.
wouldn't want a cantilever on your cup, I don't think.
Yeah. This is Fallout too. It came with it.
Cool.
Nice.
I'm trying to show the stream. It's like a little thing. I thought I'd get like a super mutant, but whatever. I'm assuming that thing's
disappointed.
from like Fallout 76 because I've never seen it before.
Hopefully next week. Is that from Loot Crate?
Yeah.
Maybe next month you'll get like a stress legendary shard thing, so you can just squeeze it every time you want.
All right. Nothing else to plug except for the Big Catastrophe stream coming up next week. Next
Yep.
Saturday. Not
Yep.
this one coming up, but the one after.
Weekly
that.
winner's going to be in the description.
Yeah, the
Read the
weekly
description.
winners will be in the description. We're giving away two 2,300 silver packages. If you don't know how to sign up for those, I'll put the loyalty links and stuff down in the channel. But this is what I wrote. You may not have saw that. I read this on the beginning of my stream last week. But it was a promo for the Catastrophe stream. I think you'll like it. I said I have it here. It says we have an epic event coming up that you won't want to miss. The ultimate Catastrophe stream is happening soon, starring yours truly and the irrepressible Mr. Goodsaint. This is going to be a wild ride filled with surprises, challenges, and more than a few cream pies. Grab your onesies, stock up on your favorite beverage, and get ready for an evening of fun, friendship, and some electrical shocks. Woo!
I like that. Yeah.
Only
Very nice.
on the OF. I mean, what?
Only OF, yeah. We actually talked about shooting some stuff for the OnlyFans while I'm there. So.
Yep.
Some real OnlyFans content, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I'm game for whatever.
Good lord. All right, everybody. We're not going to be having sex all weekend.
Just Sunday after the Catastrophe stream.
Sunday and Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's it. We're leaving. Goodbye, recording. Thank you so much for
Like and
watching.
subscribe. Don't forget, like and subscribe. You're on YouTube
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Just click the bell.
Let me
Point of direction.
finish the
They're all
thing.
over.
Thank you all so much for watching this week of Shrouded episode 13. Yes, like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. It's somewhere down over. I don't know where it is. I don't care.
Just point
It's
to your
under
nipples.
me. It's below me and
Just-
Rect.
You're
just
in
point
the
to your
top
nipples.
right corner on the recording.
Yeah, I know, and it's under me and under rec. Just go down.
Okay, I get it. Okay, all right. Down there.
Yeah,
down
go
there.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, goodbye recording.
Side point.
Yeah.
I'm a cartoon and my arms don't work.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.